Hey, yo, what's up? What's up? Holla at your boy, Fragrance Family. And welcome back to the Pastor Smell Good YouTube channel, where the scent is always lovely and the sillage is absolutely divine. I greet you guys in the name of peace, prosperity, and oh yes, perfumery. Before I get into today's topic, I think thanks is in order. Just showing my gratitude to all of you, my friends who have come and helped this channel to grow to 900 plus subscribers. We should have been here a long time ago, but through no fault but my own, through taking a few breaks here and there, that I somehow was able to kill my own momentum. But thanks be to goodness, I'm able to bring content in such a way that it just seems as though whenever I come back, you guys are waiting on me. So thank you so much to all of my subscribers. You don't owe me a single solitary thing. And for that, I just want to say thank you. So the topic of today's tag will be 5 fragrances that got me into collecting. Now, guys, let me tell you something. I come up in a family of men. I'm talking about regal men, refined men, respectable men, alpha men. And on my dad's side of the family, guys, I want to tell you something. Those brothers know how to look good and they knew how to smell good. So from being a child, I picked up this gravitation to want to always look good and smell good myself. So I've always had perfume. I've always had a cologne of some sort from my elementary years. But let me tell you guys something. When I got into adulthood and got out on my own, I wanted to kick it to another level. And with that being said, guys, there is only one fragrance house who I owe it all to for being a fragrance collector at this point, and that is the house of Thierry Mugler. Yes, if you guys have watched my channel for any period of time, Smell Good sings the praises of Thierry Mugler. Not because it's the finest perfume out on the planet, but because it is the one that launched my habit of collecting fragrances and really turned me on to the vast, deep, and complex world of perfumery. So rest in peace, Mr. Thierry Mugler. You have definitely left your foot stamp and your time stamp on the world that you left behind. So guys, let me go ahead and get started with this one. This is the first one that did it for me, the original Thierry Mugler, Aman. Guys, I've always had fragrances like Tommy Hilfiger coming up in the 90s. My dad used to wear Giorgio Beverly Hills is red. One of my dad's older brothers used to wear English leather. And guys, my godfather used to wear polo green. So I've always had experiences with those type of perfumes. But let me tell you guys something. When I got into adulthood and I was fooling around on YouTube one day and came across Drag Doc's video on Thierry Mugler's Aman, and he said this stuff smells like food, I had to put my nose on it. And those were his exact words. Listen, that sexy patchouli that you get here with this particular fragrance, the milk, the honey, the chocolate, the amber, the vanilla, the peppermint, OMG. Guys, when I tell you you smell absolutely edible when you put this stuff on, I am not exaggerating. I am not on Facebook or YouTube just talking trash. Guys, when I smelled this stuff, I was just enamored. Because you know why? When I first sprayed it, I smelled something I never really picked up before, and that was patchouli. I'm like, there is something that's alluring. There's something that's intoxicating. There's something that's breathtaking. There's something that's making my mouth water. What is it about this stuff? It was the original Angelman. Guys, I was blown away at the power. I was blown away at the sexiness. I was blown away at the gourmand profile. I was blown away at the longevity for these scents. And this is the original one that got me kicked off into the habit of collecting fragrances. My first fragrance collection, without a doubt, is the Thierry Mugler Aman line. And guys, if you know anything about the Aman line, there were many flankers that spurned from it. And once I got my nose on the original Aman and began to understand what was going on and beginning to appreciate the dariness or, the boldness of that patchouli note, that's what really made me want to open up my nose to some of the other scents. So from there, I started playing around with the next one that was hyped up, which was Pure Malt. Now, this is supposed to be this original formula aged in whiskey barrels. Because see, this features a malt whiskey peat note that is extremely boozy coming out of the atomizer. But then it dries down to this delicious caramel gourmand. Okay, so that's what you have here with this, with that vanilla and that cedar wood in the base and that amber and all of that good stuff. You get a very edible, boozy scent with this. And let me tell you something. As soon as I got my nose on this one, because of the hype, I started running to this one, the Pure Malt. I mean, you got coffee absolute in here. I mean, that good cedar wood, that malt, that whiskey, that peat, OMG. Talk about gourmand goodness. But then, fellas, after I finished with that one, my nose started to be a little bit more trained for what was going on with this Thierry Mugler line. Then after that one, guess where I had to go? Right here, Pure Havane. OMG. Now, guess what this one did? It took this honey tobacco leaf, mixed it with some cacao and amber, and that patchouli note that runs through. So now you have that facet of the gourmand. OMG. Listen, you got tobacco dripped and aged in honey with this stuff. You talk about absolutely beautiful. You talk about something that just kept me sniffing my wrist over and over and over again. Guys, I could not get enough of this stuff. Listen, I kid you not. I stayed on what you would call the north side of town. The mall is on the south side of town. You know, I would just get in my car and drive to the south side of town just to walk up in Dillard's and get me a spritz of this stuff and just smell it on my wrist all day long. That is the type of power this stuff packs. And I am forever grateful because, see, this particular line here, this shows you just how bold perfumery can really get. A lot of people want to play it safe with the aquatics and the blue scents and all of that mainstream stuff. Listen, Thierry Mugler rolled the dice, and I'm glad they did. I am down with this stuff, guys. OMG. And all of these fragrances I'm reviewing, I already have a full review of them on my channel. So I'm just talking today about the ones that got me into the habit. But trust the plus, fellas, this stuff is already reviewed on the channel. All right. So then after I finished with that one, they came out with a new one. You know what that one was called? Pureal. Yes, it was. Ultra Zest. So guess what they did with this one? They kept that signature patchouli in all of its sexiness and everything it has to offer. And then they went ahead and threw this blood orange and tangerine citrusy component on that edible, delicious, mouth-watering gourmand fragrance DNA. And you talk about some stuff that lasts. You talk about stuff that lasts a punch. This is orange done right. This is citrus done right. This is citrus done so well that you can really wear this type of citrus scent even in the winter. This fragrance is going to fight. Listen, this is not a citrus simp. This is not a citrus wimp. This is some bold citrus that really, really packs a punch. OMG. This entire line, y'all, this stuff was sucking me in because the hook was already set. Like, guys, you know how when you go fishing and you catching certain fish, when you feel that bite, they tell you to set the hook and then you just start reeling in? That's what this did for me. After this one came out, I just started wanting everything for sure. Every new launch they came out with. Now, I don't know why, guys, but I left Pure Wood in the house. But you already know what's up with that one. I love me some Pure Wood. But you know another one that was interesting to me? Right here. Pure Chili. OMG. Listen, you know you're a serious perfumer, Mr. Jacques Hoclier, I believe, when you can take a chili pepper note and you can build an edible gourmand fragrance around it that's absolutely mouth-watering. They stick with that signature DNA patchouli. They keep that warm amber and vanilla and some tonka bean down in the base. But what I love about this particular one here is that it dries down to this delicious, warm, straight out of the oven spice cake. Who doesn't like the smell of spice cake baking in the oven? Even if you don't eat it, you got to appreciate the smell. I'm telling you guys, this is the kind of stuff that sucked me in. I appreciate a sweet fragrance. I know there are some people out in Fragz that don't care for anything sweet. That's their business. That's their choice. I'm not mocking them for it. But let me tell you something. On this melanated skin, sweet scents, they do the trick. All right? So, guys, let me go ahead and give you one more. Because I know my time is far spent. I've talked about more than 5 up to this point, but I got to go ahead and give you this one here. Pure Tonka. OMG, pure Tonka. Once again, that signature sexy patchouli DNA, it runs through the entire Aman line. But you know what they did with this one? They amped up that tonka bean note. I'm talking about that good lavender tonka bean. Lavender lace, and that root beer sweetness from that tonka with some vanilla and that ambery dry down. Absolutely phenomenal. Guys, this is what I love about this particular line. It reaches out and touches people, but it also brings people in to tell you how wonderfully you smell. So guys, look no further. Look no further than the line of Thierry Mugler's Aman for me. This is the one that really, really sucked me in. Now guys, this is a tag video on the strength of Solomon's Vineyard, the original OG Russell Mack, my friend and brother in Fragz, who has been nothing but nice to me. Guys, I want you to go and check out his channel. All of my Smell Good fam. I want you to go on over to Solomon's Vineyard, check out his content from the original Mac OG, from the original OG Russell Mack. Go check him out there, guys. He makes some great content. He knows his stuff. He knows what he's talking about. He's entertaining and he's also educational. So his channel, just like mine, is an edutainment stop. So please go and check out his channel, guys. Toss him a subscription, push the bell for all future upload notifications so that every time he uploads a video, you will be in the know. Russell Mack, thank you for the tag in this video. I hope I've done it some justice. And guess what, fellas? I got a tag I'm working on, and I'm coming for y'all. Peace out. Holla at your boy.